Hello, everybody. How's it going? Welcome back. It's day 7 on our brand new-ish switch to Animal Crossing Island, where we are making some really decent headway, trying to get our loans paid down, trying to get people moved in, and trying to get our first 3 stars so we can unlock terraforming and help Trip Falls live up to its full potential of a guy tripping over. That's so far the best theme we have. Guy tripping over. How is everybody? I see folks filing in on Twitch. See, we have a crowd here on YouTube. Welcome, welcome, everybody. I have some news before we get started. If you missed it yesterday, I was able to stream on Twitch and YouTube for our members / Twitch subs. So this helps me greatly get a little more parity between the, is that the word? A little more of a parallel between the two types of subscriptions. You can subscribe over on Twitch if you want to support in that way, or you can become a member on YouTube if you want to support in that way. And now I can offer way more equal benefits, which is awesome. There's certain things that are just going to be a little imbalanced. YouTube, I think, gives me more emotes for that, for any tier of membership. Twitch locks the emotes behind multiple tiers, things like that I can't control. But the biggest perk that I've been able to offer is doing the occasional member stream. So we did that yesterday in Pokemon Arceus. It was awesome. Made a bunch of progress. I think there's only a couple more of those streams left before we finish the Pokedex I'm working on. And then we'll switch to something else, which will be fun. So if that's of interest to you, you should now be able to subscribe on Twitch or support through YouTube membership, and you can have access to that. On YouTube, all the VODs, all the old VODs are available to you. I think on Twitch they delete after some time, so that's another difference to kind of keep in mind. But there you go. That was just like a quick, I just want to get that out there, which is, you know, important. I just want to get that information out there in case you've been a Twitch sub for a while and you're like, oh, I wish I could come to those. Now you can. Also, one other side announcement outside of Animal Crossing. I have a device called a UPS. What it does is it manages all the power that I'm using, right? My computer, my lights, my camera, all that stuff run through this thing so that if anything were to happen, an electrical shock or whatever, it would keep this stuff on long enough for me to, you know, do whatever I need to do, whether it's just save a video I'm editing or finish recording a thing I'm recording or whatever. And it gives you just enough time to kind of like shut everything down safely. Well, I think it glitched out yesterday and the whole stream just shut down and restarted. And I think it was its fault. I've not done anything to change it. I'm just trying to monitor it and see what kind of load it's under. Now that we're fully live, let me check. It says it's healthy. It says I'm only using like half of it. So if I disappear again, it'll be several minutes before the stream comes back, but it should come back if it just abruptly cuts off. So just don't panic. It hopefully won't happen again. Hopefully it was just a one-time anomaly, but usually when something like that happens, it's because it's about to happen a lot more until you replace something. So we'll see what transpires. Ironically, my computer also had some Windows updates it was very excited to do in that moment, so part of me wondered if it was maybe the computer deciding, you've waited way too long to do these updates, and I'm going to do them for you now. Got you, buddy. And it just doesn't make sense because at the same exact time my camera started acting funky too, so I really do think it was a power hiccup through my device that manages all that stuff. So be on the lookout for that. I'm hoping it doesn't happen again. But that's about it. That happened yesterday. That was great. We're running the same amount of devices right now. So it should, you know, I'm basically trying to replicate it, essentially. Same amount of power running. All right. Well, those are my announcements. We can go ahead and jump over to Animal Crossing, which is ready to go. And yeah, today should be fun. How is everybody? Have you been playing Animal Crossing? Have you started any new islands? How are they going? Some of you did start new islands. I remember that. Some of you have said that. We got Ellie moving in today, which I believe is our last villager to move in before we start opening things up a little bit more. I have a bit of important news to wrap things up. Wonderful to see the enthusiasm for our island. Our population is growing. Trip Falls is becoming a rather bustling place. Our goal is to always provide you with top quality support you deserve. And please note, Resident Services will soon relocate from its tent into our new, more permanent building. So that is awesome. Tomorrow, this thing under construction. I really wish I had a screenshot of that. I might have to look through my old screenshots because I'd like to make that the thumbnail for tomorrow's stream. I don't think I can. So check the recycling box and all that fun stuff. I am so excited and nervous about going to the next phase of the game where it's Resident Services, the building, because that's when the cool music changes and that's when the game starts to feel like the Animal Crossing we've been playing for 5 years. Okay. Our tasks today. We got to pay down this loan. I think we can do it because we have turnips, and our turnips have been doing pretty well, especially over on Val's Island. I think today is the day that she gets a good price and we sell, but our price also started to change, so I'm hoping we can do some comparing, contrasting, and see if today we can sell and for how much. So the first thing I want to do is go over to Nooks and check the price of the turnips, and we got some rogue weeds here. Gulliver's here as well. We'll help him. Eloise is your first happy home, not Ellie. Yeah. We didn't get Eloise. It's Ellie. Both elephants, right? Okay. Turnip prices are 97. This is weird. So we have turnip profit up right now. I'll show you what we're looking at here. 97 is certainly very odd. Let me change my volume on my end. Okay, check this out. So if I pull up turnip profit, we were going down and we went back up, and I thought, oh, there we go. We're starting to see our spike happen. The fact that it dropped back down the next time is indicative of a fluctuating pattern, but you're supposed to always get small spike the first time around. Let's see what the graph seems to think. It seems to think that today has this locked in. It recognizes. So Wednesday in the AM. This is weird. I think it's because I condensed it too much. I don't know. It's acting funny. I'm trying to see, is Wednesday in the AM locked in? It should be locked in at 97. So it thinks our PM price, if I'm reading this right. Oh, I see. It's a column with two numbers in it, 125 to 213. So it thinks that the PM price is going to bounce back up over the rest of today and tomorrow. And then if we wait until Friday or Saturday, it will have been too late. We cannot get a good price anymore. So it's today or tomorrow on my island that we get the best price. We'll see what Val's are doing. Her outlook was a little more optimistic than mine, and we may just go ahead and sell after we reach noon on the island and we check again. But she might pop in any minute and be like, my price is spiking. So that could happen too. I want to buy out Nooks today, but we are broke. Let's see what kind of wallpapers and stuff we got today. Ooh, we have this one already. I don't want most of these. I'm starting to get picky. I think I would buy this and this. Maybe this. Maybe this one. Okay, I might buy a lot of these. I'm not into Groovy Wall and I'm not into Chic Wall, but I think I'd buy this smattering of stuff. Okay. Hopefully, do we have fruit today? No, we had fruit yesterday. I was trying to think of like easy little ways to like grab some extra cash, but I think, well, we could look for a sister fruit island. Well, anyway, let's help Gulliver. You know what? I'm tired of this crap. Let's help him this way. Oh, he's like, no, don't hit me, please. Don't hit me on the beak.
Meowdy!
I kind of figured you would have your jackpot already. Because it was looking like you were going to get your price up like a lot faster than mine.
Have you been spying on my turnip profit?
You've been talking about them.
Okay, fair enough.
So what is it?
200 even.
Do you feel like that's your spike?
It is absolutely, without a doubt, my spike.
Okay, my best hope, and I'm running out of options. It's either PM today or tomorrow in AM or PM. My best hope is 214. So we should just sell at yours, I think, because it's not guaranteed.
What is your price right now?
It went down to 97, and now it thinks that in the PM price range, it'll come back up to either 125 to 213, somewhere in there. And then for Thursday, it thinks it could be anywhere between 125 to 214. So it's not looking good because it's just still too much of a risk, and it's probably not worth waiting anymore.
Okay, I'll open my gate.
Okay, but I'm going to need a minute because I just started helping Gulliver, and I don't want to leave.
Oh, that will. You don't want to leave him hanging?
Yeah. So I will hit you up in a few minutes.
Okay, see you then.
Okay. All right, cool. So now we know. We get to sell the turnips right away. Greetings from Finland. I have 1,500 hours back in Animal Crossing on Switch 1 and the OLED. Nice. Welcome. Thanks for dropping in. I know you traveled a long distance to be here. JK, how's it going? How's it going? Where are all the parts? Why is this entire beach not displaying a single little water doot in the ground? What's going on? This entire beach? There's nothing? I'm confused. How's your day going? It's going good. We're about to have a small turnip jackpot that we're cashing in on in a second. So we'll be able to pay down our loan, hopefully. Buy up some stuff in the store. We're starting off the day right with a big bucket full of money. So no complaints. And you're good to post dream addresses and stuff, but I recommend using our Discord because they'll be like more enshrined in there. You can even throw a photo in there with your dream island if you want. And people are more... Ooh, we got pink roses. People are more likely to find it there, right? I can't believe we already got black roses, too. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, having folks come and water these for us. Is that pink, or was it was red? These are hybrid reds, which I think are important. Yeah, they're red. Okay. I'm going to put the hybrid reds over here. I think if we're on our way to, like, blue roses, hybrid reds are important, but I'll have to look into that. Ooh, and I forgot we have this, too. Love the Switch 2. Love it, love it, love it. You have the OLED and the lights? Well, it sounds like you can add to your collection. It sounds like it's time. Okay, we're going to plant a new tree in place of the one we just chopped down. All right. Oh, here we go. We got some parts. All right, they're all over here. Good. Very good. All right, let's be sure not to spam the chat, please. Okay. Any more over here? This is another just beach devoid of life. Nintendo releases the White Switch 2. That will happen, I think, at some point. I'm hoping that they get a little more creative with the color scheme on all this stuff. I was surprised because the Joy-Cons for the Switch 1, didn't they have like multiple colors out pretty quickly? If I'm not mistaken, there was like, okay, there's definitely the red and blue and then the gray one. I got the gray one. I like more neutral like stuff like that, but I also like having options. And yeah, I do feel like we'll get that with the Switch 2, but I wonder if it's going to be the same where they only put the color around the little joysticks. Versus having the entire Switch 2 have new, like, colors. Waiting for a limited edition Switch 2. Hopefully ZA has one. I actually feel like it's more likely the limited edition Switch 2 will be when the next Pokemon generation comes out, but never say never. Nintendo is always surprises us when it comes to what is worthy of its own edition of the console when it comes to like you know, oh, we got the Scarlet and Violet console, which I saw. I was reminded how that looked the other day because I think I saw it because I was scrolling around and people were talking about their trade-ins for the Switch 2, and someone posted a picture of their Scarlet and Violet dock and everything. Oh man, that one looks really good. I don't want to collect consoles like that. I mentioned it before, but I love the Animal Crossing one. Animal Crossing is like my favorite game franchise. It makes sense that I got that, especially because I made a whole island specifically with that Switch and used it on YouTube, and it kind of paid for itself. But besides that, I don't think I should just go out and just buy more Switch 2s as they release special editions. I don't think that's a good thing to do for my wallet. All right, so these are my turnips, just these. That's it. Should be a hearty little amount of stuff we're taking home, but let's get Gulliver the parts first, and I should probably keep my inventory a little more empty. A couple months ago, I bought a light and 2 games. Those games and the light are now free. What do you mean? Someone will pay for them. GameStop doesn't give a lot of money for stuff, but if I brought them a Switch Lite, they wouldn't say $0. Okay, Gulliver has been saved. May he never return. Okay. So we got everything we need. We can head over to Val's Island.
Hello, Dan.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Excellent. Are you ready to come over?
Yes.
Okay, I'll open the gate. Reluctantly.
You haven't opened the gate yet?
Nope.
Why?
Busy island, lots to do.
Like what? What are you doing?
I decorated the bidet room.
Really?
Yeah, I picked a nice floor to offset the suspicious moss ball.
So you hid the moss ball so people can step in the ball that is clearly a ball of poop that's growing moss on it because it's been there for so long. And now it's going to be on someone's shoe.
I mean, I don't allow shoes in my house.
Good. Great. Even better.
So no need to worry about that. Well, my character wears shoes in the house because I'm too lazy to take them off every time.
Yeah.
Nor do I think about it. But everyone else should. Be respectful.
There aren't any islands right now.
I'm working on it.
Well, hurry up.
Orville has a lot to say. He knows I'm a novice. Come on in.
Okay. If you want to open the chat, the new game chat feature, you have to switch to, and it's the C button on your controller. There's a little button on your Joy-Cons and on the Pro Controller. It says C. Made a whole big stink about it during the Direct. The C button.
I have yet to try out the C button.
Same. I use Discord.
Yeah, Discord's just, I don't know. It's like old reliable. I know what to do. And I trust it.
All right. Oh,
You can
already
meet Ava.
Perfect. You have the thing. I was just complaining because my resident service is getting upgraded tomorrow, which means I want the thumbnail to be the big tent around resident services, but I don't have the tent, but you do. So I can just take my thumbnail picture now.
Yeah, it's like one of those gram walls people make. Everyone can come over and get their thumbnail here.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Yay.
Only problem is I will refuse to move.
Get out of my thumbnail.
Never. There, now it's my thumbnail. Okay, go ahead.
Your baseball cap. Get out of there. Yeah. Oh, it has a shadow on it. Hold on. There we go.
I can't do much about that.
Okay, I think that's perfect. Thanks.
Yeah.
Maybe I should be in the
Timmy and
thumbnail?
Tommy are this way.
Hold on. Let me take another one.
Sure. Make a cute pose.
I do have some.
How do you make a cute pose again?
ZR. Okay, wait. Quit I'm trying.
It said, in my defense, it was encouraging.
What's your
That's
hot
what
item
it
for
says.
today?
I don't
Wooden
know.
full-length mirror.
Oh. That must be easy enough to make.
All right, so what do we got? Turnip prices.
You have to put my name in your pick.
200 bells per turnip.
How much did you make?
We're not opening this up to like a bunch of people. This is just we're just kind of like doing our turnip exchange. It's not like a big multiplayer thing. Okay. 100,000 bells. That's not enough, but I'll take it.
It'll have to do.
I was hoping it
Get
would
yourself one of these cute little cacti.
get me a little closer to paying down my loan, but that's okay. Not your fault.
I mean, I don't know. It kind of sounds like you're holding me a little responsible.
Oh, did I miss one? Okay, well maybe that'll help then.
Are you keeping one for ants?
I kind of should actually. Hold on.
I
Yeah,
know.
let me unstack them.
I didn't think about it, or I probably would have too.
Do you want one?
If you can spare it.
Yeah, okay. That'll be
Watching
my
you instead
payment.
of Dan.
My tip will be giving you the extra turnips.
Okay, that works. Thank you, Kathy.
$16,000 bells. All right, cool. All right, we're pretty close to paying it down. I think we can do that today. I'll buy me a cactus.
Yeah.
There's another fax machine, but I already have that. Do you want that lawnmower?
You can have it.
So you're buying it for me?
I mean, no. I bought a lot of rugs for you yesterday.
For me? You bought those for you. Those were your rugs.
I know you were cut into that.
I had nothing to do with
There's
that.
no way there's no reason to do what you did if you weren't cut in.
I have nothing to gain. Rug gate? It's not a big deal. I was just trying to get Val to get a free wallpaper or floor. That's all.
By spending all my bells.
Oh, yeah.
What a
all your
value.
bells. All the bells you had. Says the person with the turnip jackpot.
With Dan coming over, you don't even have to hunt for a cranky villager.
Wow. I am out of here. I have never been so insulted in my life. How dare you?
That was excellent.
Wow. What the heck? Why do we even come here?
You can
I
at least
was-
water my flowers.
No, I was gonna help you, but this is the most unwelcoming stream I've ever been a part of.
I didn't say it. I just read it.
You didn't defend me at all. You just laughed. You're still laughing.
May I please have a turnip?
No.
I want to watch it rot, like our marriage.
Please donate to whichever stream you want to support legally during the proceedings.
Yes, you must choose.
Can
No fence sitting.
Can you tell me where your flowers are?
Sure. They are primarily everywhere, but then there's
Where's
a
your
nice
garden?
selection of them
Garden.
near my house.
Okay.
Also, I forgot which mums I was supposed to plant first.
Okay.
So if you know which ones those were, you could stand by while I plant them, and you could water them.
Okay.
Maybe I'll just plant everything I can and just see what develops.
Is this your hybrid garden?
Yes.
You haven't left any room for hybrids.
Well, this is a hybrid.
Yes, this is the only place they can grow. You need way more space.
Oh, I can't take up the fence while you're here.
Yeah. But the fence isn't the problem. You have to, like, stretch them down.
Well, you have a shovel. Do you want to advise?
Okay, so let me think. What are you trying to get?
I would like these to turn into pink roses.
Okay.
Hence all the white ones and the red ones.
So what I would advise is a checkered kind of pattern.
Okay. Flummery, welcome to Cat Person. Thank you so much. I know who you support in the split.
Okay, wait. We can do red, and I would do... Okay, hold on.
I'll donate to the proceedings. Thank you, Rayon.
I'm not kind of a
man, this is great.
I was going to get the best lawyer.
Tell Dan that we all laughed.
I actually think the easiest thing to do would be to put a white rose in the middle and the red roses on the corner. So I would do red here, and we can go further with this. So we take the red here out.
Okay.
And we put a white in the middle. Okay, and then we can put a white right here. And we can keep going with this. We can do another red. But if you also wanted a different type of rose as well, if you could also do white next to white, and that way you get you're going to get a few different types. You know what I mean?
What kind of types?
I don't remember. You'll have to look it up.
Okay.
But now you can go here. You'll water 6 tiles at a time. So we'll get these 3, and we'll get these 3. There's more ways to do this, but this is my favorite pattern.
Yeah.
And obviously, the more you have, the more you'll get.
Do these just does this water only like the 3 in front of you, or how does this work?
It works. So if I stand in this flower, the flower I'm standing in will get water, and then the 5 tiles I'm adjacent to will also get water. Everything in front of me, nothing behind me. That makes sense?
So it's just like a 2x3 starting.
Starting where you're standing.
Okay.
So
got it.
If I water this, you'll see the water droplets on 3 of the flowers.
Okay.
Including the one I was standing in.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then if you get the golden watering can, it would do all 9 tiles in front of you, including where you're standing. It never goes behind you.
Oh.
That's if you
I
get
want
the
to be
gold.
the center, though.
Yeah, you would think it kind of worked like that, but it doesn't. But yeah, so whichever way you're facing, and does 6 tiles in total.
Do you do this for tulips as well?
Almost ate the turnips. Yes, anything. Any flower, and then you can look online.
I mean, you personally.
I will, because I like tulips.
I was going to get a membership at some point, but this felt urgent. It did, Flummery. Thank you. Rihanna with another super chat. I laughed. Rihanna Med was me. It was my second account, by the way. I thought it was spelled suspiciously similar. I figured that was you.
Jenny, how's it going over on Twitch? Oh my gosh, what's with the rugs?
You know what it is.
Is this?
Don't act like you don't know.
This is the bodily momentum thing again?
Yes, this is bodily momentum. The way they are directionally angled implies bodily momentum.
Oh my gosh.
Do you love it in here? That was a resounding yes. There's definitely some backroom jealousy going on.
Anyway. So
did you want to give me 10? Can you split them into less than 10?
10 is the least amount.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how they bundle them. So that is That is the cheapest you can make it. Don't eat them. Be very careful when you drop, because eat is where drop should be.
Oh. Okay, I just wanted to put them further away from the hybrid so they didn't get smelly.
Okay. So basically, the one thing people like about turnips when it comes to food is that when you eat one turnip, you're actually eating 10, so it fills your food bar if you're doing a lot of work on your island. So people like to buy turnips just for big renovations.
No chance.
Yeah.
Right? They're for investments.
Okay, who's crafting?
Pashmina. Right behind my house.
Again?
It's always pashmina.
I got the doghouse recipe off the beach today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I haven't found my beach recipe just yet.
Oh, maybe I should go find it.
No, you don't need to do that. It's probably just a doghouse anyway, and you already have it.
Pashmina's just making crap that Tom Nook gives you. The second time in a row.
No,
First was wooden
that's
block
not
table,
true.
and now it's just mirror.
No, it's the baby mirror. You get
I
the
have
big mirror
that.
from Tom. No, you don't.
Yes.
I will eat these turnips if you have it.
Do not eat the turnips. I already have it.
I can't believe that. I didn't already have it. How did I not already have it?
Say you're going to play Donkey Kong Bonanza. Oh, absolutely. Why wouldn't I play that? It looks awesome. I can't wait.
Your fit is so well set. Donkey Kong. When does that come out?
Next month, I think.
You need to get it.
Yeah. I'm going to get it.
For sure. I think you can just smash and smash and smash.
It looks really satisfying just to be able to pick up chunks of the ground and throw them at people.
Yes. I want that. I want that in my life.
But they should put toads in the game so I can throw the chunks of ground at toads.
Can you just throw the toads at a chunk of ground?
That would be even better. Like, can I spike them into the ground?
Oh my god.
That would be awesome.
That's
That should
horrible.
be the game.
Oh my god. See, now that's what Toad Tracker should be.
I want to see how hard you have to spike it into the ground before the top of them explodes.
I don't like this game anymore.
Yeah, I think that would be a good... That's why... It could be the prequel to Mario, all the Mario games, right? And that's why Toads live in the Mushroom Kingdom and not wherever Donkey Kong lives, because they kept getting massacred.
I got a recipe you'll be jealous of.
What?
Pile of cardboard boxes.
That's a good one.
That's a very good one. Why do you hate toads? I'm asking. I'm daring to ask.
Why would anyone like toads? I don't understand.
He's harmless.
Yeah, now, after the Donkey Kong incident.
Oh my god. That's your headcanon now.
Well, okay. Thank you for the turnip jackpot.
July 17th. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, you're most welcome. Come back anytime there's a spike.
Oh.
And not before.
Oh.
Not a moment before.
Okay.
Unless you get on board with bodily momentum.
I'm not on board.
It's a movement. Oh, man.
Well, enjoy your Animal Crossing day, and I will...
Thank you.
talk
I'll leave you to yours.
The next time there's a development.
Okay, thank you.
A bodily development.
A bodily development.
All right. Recycle bin. We have a used fountain firework and a cardboard box. This is what Tom wanted me to get out of the recycle bin before the remodel. Wow. I'm so glad I went out of my way to clear out his trash. Why? We have to do literally everything. This is his project. This is the only thing that he does the entire game, and we have to do even this. We have to help him with this too. It's outrageous to me. Outrageous. All right, what does he want me to do? Can't think of any more advice. We accomplished so much. Okay, we beat the game. All right, let's redeem some fences or miles for fences. We got the brick fence and the iron. Ooh, we're getting all the good ones. This is great. This is the best fence luck I've had in Animal Crossing starting a new island. Okay, so I can actually close out turnip profit now too. And so the one thing to note about turnip profit, by the way, is it's really, really important, even if you don't buy turnips, to track your price. Because with these turnip calculators, they require one very crucial piece of information that you can only get if you keep tracking your price, even on weeks you don't buy. And that is your last week's turnip pattern. This dictates what might happen the following week. So giving it this information is crucial. So the next time we go to fill this out, I'm going to tell it that we got a small spike, because I know it's a small spike every time you do it, you know, the round of turnips. After that, though, I have to pay attention and determine what pattern I have myself from here on out. So if I want to keep investing in turnips and I want the safest investments possible, I need to always track this and always keep track of my previous week's spike. The good news is if you hook up Animal Crossing to your Nintendo Switch app on your phone, it tells you what your turnips were doing the previous days. So if you don't do this, I believe you can still track it. Like if you miss getting all your prices, I think it does that for you now. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. I haven't used that. I always just did it manually, but I think it tracks it for you. It does sound like work. It is work. But it's how I got really mega rich on my first island. Okay, so we did those. We're going to save our points. There are a lot of things. Like, I should buy this, at least. Just start kind of chipping away at, like, these one-time purchases. We're not going to be able to come here tomorrow. So, anything else that we need? We gotta buy a song. Let's see. Okay, here's our song. Anything we want in here? Outdoor air conditioner is kind of cool. Get it? Sorry, I didn't mean to do that, but I just leaned into it. I think we have this apron already. Let's buy this. Should we buy 2 warp pipes finally? It's 10,000, but we should do it, right? Always good to have these. And anything else? These are nice, but we can always get Cyrus to kind of like re-customize these things. Anything else? Water shoes. How about that? And then I'll buy these if I already... Oh, wow, I can buy more. I think I can buy more. No, we did it in our 5. Good, good, good. That's all I wanted. Okay. And then ABD. I'm going to throw 100K on our loan. Pay from pockets. Boom. Okay, we find the money rock. Start to rebuild a little bit. But yeah, today my goal is to pay that down. I want 2 things under construction tomorrow. My house and the resident services tent. Leaving me with very much not anything to do. But we're not going to be able to ask him to do it the following day. So yeah, really important we get this loan paid out today. And we're gonna try everything we can to get it done. Just been going a little under an hour. We got a lot done for that amount of time. It's great. Time to dive. It does seem like we're going to have to do some diving. Worth it, though. Oh, did we get these recipes learned? Let's see. I'm going to do all the other chores before we go diving. And I have my stone axe next to the fruit orchard as a reminder to use it to chop up the trees. Oops. So we'll grab this. It's probably going to break. It's been used a lot. But we'll get what we can done. It's just nice to have like a reason to farm supplies, you know? I enjoy this part of the game. Just kind of like, wow, it still didn't break. This thing's really durable. I really do enjoy this part of the game. Just kind of like having things to work on all the time. Reason to gather up all these supplies. So many DIYs we're gonna have to make. If you make a habit of doing this every day, like, you will eventually end up with more than you need. Your storage will just be flush with stuff. That's what helps out a ton. All right. Keep it going. Let's see. Anything else? Did I miss any? What theme are you going for? You've been here, Zephy. You know. We've been talking about it the whole time. It's just guy tripping over. That's the theme. I wish it gave you an indication of how much your tools have been used. That'd be kind of nice. Having to guess is a little bit annoying. They really... It's like something I appreciate about Animal Crossing and also kind of get annoyed by is the minimal UI. But at the same time, I do feel like the minimal UI has the side benefit of helping people... helping people get into gaming that otherwise might not have, because there's just so much stuff on the screen. It feels like a lot of information to take in. Like, what do these little bars under my tools mean? You know, I think this is why so many people bought Switches and played Animal Crossing when it came out, because the Switch was an affordable console at a time where people didn't have a lot to do. And it's a game that's so approachable for so many. So I can't get too mad when I'm missing those indicators, but I do wish they were maybe off by default and you could turn them on. So like pro gamers could be like, no, I need more. I want more UI, more information, more crap on the screen. To someone who's never played video games before, just having more information can probably feel really overwhelming. I know when I play a new game and the UI is trying to just give me a lot, I get intimidated. I'm like, I don't know what any of this means. And games try to introduce it to you slowly. If it's going to be a lot, they're just, all right, so this is your HUD. This is the thing that aims at bad people. This will shoot them, you know. This icon indicates if your shot is going to actually hit or not. It's just like there's so much that certain games give you. I want to pick this up. I keep trying to like manage my inventory. Here, let's go. Didn't the older games show when the axles weren't down? Yes. The axe in the first game, I don't know about ones from there, but definitely the first game would have cracks in it, which I kind of expected in this game. That's a good way of presenting durability without putting a little bar on the screen that's depleting the whole time, you know? Because even in games with durability, it's unclear if you have to repair the tool or if you have to watch it break. Like in Dinkum, it's different for different tools. There are some tools that can just be charged, like at a charging station, and some tools that are just going to break, and all of it can be repaired or recharged. And, you know, Dinkum is fun and comparable to Animal Crossing in a lot of ways, but it's not like perfect for new gamers. Like Animal Crossing, I feel like is a lot closer to being, perfect for new gamers. Now, if every single tool started to look ratty after so many uses, the player might start to make assumptions, and that would be a very elegant way of doing it. And now that you mention it, I am surprised they didn't go that route. Hi. Birthday's on the 21st, so she's way out of budget, hoping of getting a MetaQuest 2. Well, good luck and happy birthday. We didn't do fossils when I went up there just now. We should probably... Oh, we got to drop off the wallpapers and stuff we bought. By drop off, I mean literally drop them on the ground because my inventory is full. Okay, let me turn off the keyboard. Pet the cat, pet the cat, pet the cat. Always pet the cat. Captain Picky Pants. Wants pets now. But not when I'm ready to pet. No, no. Okay. Hi. What's the cat's name? I don't know. You can call her whatever you want. Cat and Picky Pants. Do that. Because food is also something that we're very particular about.
I tried making a financial plan. Step 1, find money.
It's good first step. Lawnmower. Oops. Hi. I have to get this clam crafted into fish bait. Chopstick? Yeah. Chopstick works. It's a good name. Hi. Stop. Just quit pawing at me. What am I trying to see? This is so confusing. I need...
Cat fact. Number 176. If a cat sees an unattended glass of water, it must be knocked over.
By the way, if you're in our Discord and you want to add cat facts or $2 jokes to the list, feel free to suggest them. I may grab some of them and throw them in the pile. He's just got a big pile he's pulling from. And if you wanted to help him out, feel free. It ruins the surprise of what he might say for some of you, I suppose, but feel free. Okay. A few more things I want to dump out of my inventory here. Not that. Drop. I hope our storage ties us over for a bit. I'm going to sell these. $2 Star Wars joke. What's Stormtrooper's favorite store? The one next to Target. It's supposed to be just $2 jokes about having $2 that aren't actually funny. They're just kind of sad. But I suppose if I ever play a Star Wars game, having themed jokes would be pretty great. Okay, so I can go back to hitting rocks and finding fossils. Oops. I don't want to dump garbage in front of my house. I just don't have any room. And this meeting's day. Gonna catch the VOD later. I hope they go quickly for you. Make sure to like the stream. Thank you, Marcella. Thank you. We have 53 likes so far. At least that's what it's telling me. Appreciate it. Feel free to hit the like button. Together we can let everybody on YouTube know that this is a live stream that is happening. Ooh, this is what I was looking for. Perfect.
Hey folks, another $2 recipe, bus stop bagel. Take a stale bagel left behind at a transit station, microwave for 3 seconds, and pretend it's fresh.
Oh my gosh. I wanted to see what Nook Miles tasks we had left. We have to sell fruit and catch 5 fish and also craft 3 things. We need a cookbook. I know. How would I do that? Like, you couldn't sell a cookbook like that. It would be so messed up to advertise it, market it as a cookbook. It would need to be something that is obviously a joke. You know what I mean? It has to be like obviously parody. It can't be expensive. And it needs to have a lot of warnings on it. Like a lot of warnings. Like this is a parody. Do not make a single thing in this cookbook. You will die. Do not eat anything in this cookbook. Like I don't know how I'd make it more clear and still avoid getting sued by somebody. Somebody who sees $2 cookbook. It literally costs $2. It's full of $2 recipes, and they're going to transit stations, and they're looking for bagels, and they're choking to death on moldy, hard chunks of bagel, and then their family is suing me. Like, it's just not a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea in any way, shape, or form, but we got to figure out how to do it, right? We have to find a way. How do we find a way and then also keep me from being sued a lot? Satirical cookbook. Oh, crap. Ugh. The Don't Cook cookbook. What if it was a card game? We just got the recipes printed on trading cards or something. I don't know what the purpose of that would be. You know who would love that? I don't know if any of you know who this is because everyone's algorithm is different. But have any of you seen Noelle the cat on YouTube? It's called their channel is called Bapcat, and they always have like Cards Against Humanity cards laid out, and like the cat like is somehow trained. I don't know how the guy did this, but somehow the cat is trained to hit a card on command, basically. So the cat picks a card and will like ask a question. And the cat will pick some heinous thing from Cards Against Humanity. And that seems like the kind of thing that would be perfect for the if like we give them a deck of $2 recipes. It's like, okay, so-and-so is looking to make themselves some food. We're playing $2 recipes today. What do you think? And the cat jumps down and, you know, oh, find a bagel at a transit station. Noelle, that's disgusting. Oh, I'm never going to remember that, though. It's such a good idea. Are you going to use... Or wait, are you going to see the live-action How to Train Your Dragon? I haven't even seen the cartoon How to Train Your Dragon. Not that I wouldn't. It's just a franchise I missed out on. And they're already remaking it. Do you think it's going to be a shot-for-shot remake, or do you think it's going to stand on its own? Because I'm not necessarily excited about the idea of doing the same exact movie, but with real actors instead of animated characters. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that feels a little pointless. Like, you could tell a new story. Fans of the franchise, do you know what they're doing? Because to me, it certainly looks like they're just trying to do the same exact thing. And that's not even that old. You haven't seen it? No, I haven't seen it. I'm doing good, Rose. How are you? Probably a shot-for-shot remake with subtle differences, but probably nothing huge. I'm okay with it. Or I'm okay, thank you. Sorry, you were not talking about How to Train Your Dragon. So I could wait to see the new movie that comes out, or I could just go watch it later today, the animated version, the original version, and probably not really miss out on anything. You know what I mean? I don't know. I have a hard time getting behind that, personally. I feel like all these movies that keep coming back, but it's the same exact movie with subtle differences or less than subtle differences, and it's the same story. Like, what if we just did a continuation or a new story from another part of the universe that the thing takes place in? I don't know. Maybe this is a controversial opinion, but that's how I feel about it. Where's the last fossil? Did I check everywhere? I had to have, right? Let's see if we're remaking a fantasy story that already is an animation, since in my opinion animation is better for fantasy since you can do stuff easily that doesn't exist. It's not a remake, it's live action. Why don't you do both? It's not a remake, it's a live, but it's the same story, just told differently, right? How is that not it's I guess it depends on how you would classify a remake, but I personally call that a remake. I think they're just remaking the movie in a different way. They had to make them almost at the same time. Mulan has been the only more standalone one minus the names. It's 100% a remake. That's how I feel about it. And there's no crime against that. I mean, they can do that if they want. And if people want that and they spend their money on it, that's cool. Like, everyone's happy, right? The studio gets a bunch of money. Everyone gets to see their favorite movie again, but in a different format. People like rewatching movies. I don't think there's no audience for it. I just don't think I'm the audience for it. I would rather just go see the original, especially because it's so new. If the animation from How to Train Your Dragon had just dated really poorly and they're like, we got to fix this, that's different. I might go see the better quality remake, but I don't know. I've watched plenty of movies like this, but I've never loved the idea of mixing real characters, like real actors, with animated characters. Do you play Minecraft? I used to play Minecraft, and I have not seen the Minecraft movie, and I'm not super interested in the Minecraft movie. But that's the same concept, right? We're going to put real humans in this animated world. When they were making a Minecraft movie, and they originally announced one, I'm like, oh, cool, because I thought it would be animated like a Pixar movie or a DreamWorks movie, where it would be fully animated, and they would come up with a cool story and tell the story of Minecraft in this animated format, and maybe Jack Black would do the voice of Steve or whatever. But instead, it's like, no, we're going to put Jack Black on screen in an animated world. And I just don't, that's not my vibe. Plenty of people love that stuff. I'm just not one of them. I find it creepy, like in Roger Rabbit, it gave me nightmares. and ones like that are really like Space Jam and stuff. I really feel like that doesn't look good. Space Jam 1, of course, being, I'll give it an exception because it was so funny at the time, you know, like very much a product of its time. But I remember growing up and watching that and liking it. But Roger Rabbit I did not like. And of course they made another Space Jam, which obviously was stupid. So I don't know. I don't want to anchor every animated to real live action movie to Space Jam 2 or anything. But overall, I've never loved that style. I've always liked one or the other. Do fully animated or fully live action. Like, they remade The Lion King, but that was fully animated to look live action. I don't consider that the same thing, personally. I consider that an animated movie where they upped the graphics. My kids didn't care what the style of the movie was. They just liked that it was based off their favorite game. Yeah, and that's exactly it. When I say it's not for me, I guess that's kind of what I'm saying. Is I grew out of that. I probably used to like it more. Photorealistic animation with live actors isn't as jarring as 2D animation with live actors. Yeah, like when you have like your Jurassic Parks and things like that, beloved old movies, it is what it is. I think that's what they're going for. Like, well, no, this is, you know, this is a live action movie where there's like an animated character, a big dragon. Fine. But then I go back to my original point of, but you have this movie already. It's just animated. A leaf. Is that what he just said he's making? Just literally a leaf? Is this the leaf mask? No, it just says leaf. Have I gotten this one before? What is this? It's not the leaf umbrella. What do you mean leaf? Why do you keep saying leaf? What is this? Oh, it's this thing. You can. I think you can put this in your mouth. You just hold it like a little, yeah, a little thing, just a wearable. They didn't want to call it mouth leaf because that'd be even more confusing. If you think about it, this is actually DreamWorks' first live-action movie. That's interesting. I still feel like they should have just gone ahead and made a new story. I wouldn't be so down on it if it was a brand new story. What it would have done is caused me to go back and possibly finally watch the franchise so that I could be ready to see the story unfold now in this live-action format. Snow White live action was actually terrible. I heard that, yeah. Jenny, we'll see you later. Jenny's just done with my opinions. I guess they're following the trend of Disney movies, and I don't like it. I have not gotten the nice branch yet. How to Train Your Dragon live action should have been the sequel or a prequel. I agree. But here's what they want to do. They probably want to remake all of the movies in live action. They want to see how well this one does. And they want to go back and do the whole franchise. And then maybe they'll think about doing sequels from there. Maybe. Or they'll do How to Train Your Dragon in the style of like a cartoon. 2D animation. And start over again.
I joined a financial planning class. Step 1, get money. I dropped out.
Here's my really hot take on the issue, the thing I'm creating and making into an issue. My really hot take is that it saves you a lot of money if you don't need to pay writers to come into the room and help you write your movie. And if you remake a movie that already exists and is not that old, you feel like it didn't age poorly or anything, it needs very little writing, I assume. I don't work in that industry, so I can't say for sure. But it seems like a good way to make a lot of money while saving a lot of money. Is that wrong? Not necessarily. It is just something I'm pointing out. They could have hired writers to write a new story, and instead they're like, well, wait, we already have a story. We could just make the movie again, just differently. Is it cheaper to make a 3D animated film, or is it cheaper to make a live action film with real actors and add one big 3D animated element, which is the dragon? I literally do not know the answer to that question, but I'd be very curious to know, because I know that type of animation is expensive and takes a long time. So is it more or less expensive is the question. I don't really know. If you get a lot of maybe lesser known names, and I don't know who's in How to Train Your Dragon, it saves you some money. So am I finding a kind way to say cash grab? I don't know. I don't know. If people are going to watch it and no one's mad about it and everyone's happy, who am I to like put them down? Did he not take my fossils, or did I just not donate the fossils? I'm not trying to put anybody down. It's just something I'm pondering, you know? They had the option to write a new story. They chose not to. Okay, make a donation. Do you want my fossils? Oh, we want all three. Are they the same? No. Perfect. It's safer because you already know people like the story. Yes, that's also pros and cons, right? Like, they're taking a safe bet. People already love this movie. But it speaks to Hollywood's like fear of taking risks, you know? I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it. But one movie that is like a shining example of where I would like to see things go is called Flow. I think it's called Flow. It's the movie about a cat who is like... It's fully animated with no dialogue. It was made by a very small team. And relative to what movies cost, it was very, very, very cheap to make. And it made a fortune. And it really left people feeling something. And it was very emotional. And this is all stuff I'm hearing about it. This is why I want to see it. I saw the trailer. It was so good. Yeah, like, this is something that's on my list. And that was a risk. putting that in theaters, all that's, it's all a risk, like, and that was something that I think was a worthwhile risk to take. So that's kind of what I'm getting at, is I would just like to see more risk taking, not less. And when you're taking a movie like How to Train Your Dragon, which already exists, and you're literally just making the same exact movie in a slightly different way, it feels like, again, an example of Hollywood not taking risks. And I will say this for the 100th time, it's okay. It's okay to watch those movies, like those movies, enjoy them, whatever. But I don't know. I just have this I watch a lot of media, and like I'm just craving new stuff. I just want new stuff. And I'm not always getting it. Kato just passed on the Her Perfect Island. I was just in there telling y'all it's a scam. Don't buy it. Don't fall for it. She's gonna stream all day. She's not gonna pick an island. I'm calling it now, and I'm certain I am right. Her entire stream, she'll not pick an island, and she'll do it again the next time. She will not pick an island. This is 3,000 bells for this thing? Very nice. I didn't know those cost so much. I gotta stop and catch this. This is like a red snapper just floating in the air. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but my biggest... the reason I like rant about this stuff so much is my biggest disappointment recently happened in the form of a Doctor Who finale. And I learned why the finale went the way it did. And I understand it now a little bit more, but I'm still very disappointed. That's another show that just kind of refuses to take risks. It has a ton of potential. If you're a fan, you probably know what I'm talking about. And it's terrified of taking risks. Absolutely terrified. The risks it takes are, to me, like the risks they've taken the last couple of years, again, not spoiling anything, even from a couple of years ago, have been mild at best, in my opinion. I feel like they've been trying some new stuff, but they've just not really like gone all in and really changed and developed the characters in a way that feels like it's really meaningful. Meanwhile, a show like Severance, which again I won't spoil, has gone above and beyond. If you watch Severance season 1 all the way through, and you watch Severance season 2 all the way through, and then you go back and look at season 1 and how much has changed in the lives of every single character in that universe from episode 1 to the final episode that we currently have access to, it's night and day, and it could not be further apart. Like, the characters have evolved so much, and that type of character-driven story is what I love. I love seeing... And Apple took a huge risk on them, too, because that was a very unknown writer they were taking in. Like, I love seeing that kind of character-driven development in storytelling. And shows like Doctor Who are afraid of doing that. Oh, we got Pascal. Movies that just keep rehashing the same thing over and over seem to be afraid of doing that, like trying new things, character-driven stories, stuff like that. So I'm finding myself becoming a very big snob about stuff when it comes to this, like, the types of things I'll invest time in. I'm going back and watching stuff I used to enjoy more than like looking at the trailer for something new and going, oh, I've seen this story before. Like, I've just become so, I guess, jaded, honestly, when it comes to it. But I don't know. At the same time, it's year 2025 and we have Severance and it's so good, and I don't want to hold every show to that standard, but oh my gosh, it goes to show that risk taking in the, when you're a massive studio like Disney, Apple now, like, risk taking can pay off, and it can create some of the best content we've ever had as a society, ever since we wrote a book or had a play. And all of that stuff was a risk. That's how we got here. And I want more. I want like more incredible storytelling. So I've been ranting about this a lot, and I don't have a platform to do it on. Aaron, thank you so much. How are you? We'll go back to talking about Animal Crossing. I'm just babbling. It truly depends on what type of person is in the creator's chair. If they're motivated by only money or art that can make money, yeah, it does come down to that. It comes down to the executives at the top and like the commoditization of everything. Everything's a commodity now. I'll really pivot the conversation and talk about Pokemon cards for a second. Remember when we were doing Pokemon pack opening streams? I wanted to open cards on stream because it was kind of adjacent to the things we're doing in gaming. We're playing Pokemon sometimes. The community, we have a Discord. There's a very active subset of that community that talks about Pokemon all the time. And so I thought, oh, yeah, this will be fun. I want to get back into this. I heard there's a set called 151, and it has the original 151 that I grew up with, and I'm so excited. And I got into it at the same time it seems like everyone else did. And the people who are buying up all the cards are holding them because they're a commodity. They're not interested in collecting. They are trying to make a buck, which, you know, I don't want to shame them too much. I get it. Every collectible is going to have collectors that are in it for the money. But, like, it got to this fever pitch of, like, there's just not enough cards in the market. Now you have videos that regularly come out of people fighting in Costco and stuff. And so this thing that's supposed to be this fun hobby has become a commodity. And every TV show you watch is a commodity. Everything's a commodity. It's so hard to just enjoy the simplicity of, like, opening a pack of cards, you know? Oh, my gosh. Very nice find. Very nice find. This is a huge tick on our list here for sea creatures. I wish I could get more because they're worth a lot too. It's impossible to get cards right now. It's crazy and it stinks. I gave up. Journey Together is going to be our last set for a long time. I've given up. Have you ever thought about the fact that the game, for some reason, considers cooler boxes as wardrobes? I think it's funny. I like it. I'm glad they do something. I love the items that you can interact with, even if the interaction is completely silly. It makes no sense. Claim to clam by claiming a claim clam. What? By calming a claim? What? By claiming? No, by claiming a claim. I don't get it. So anyway, all I'm saying is Hollywood's kind of going through the same thing. Everything they make is a commodity, and the problem is when you mix art and that kind of way of thinking, it's difficult for everybody involved. The executives don't understand why the artists are upset and trying to do things a certain way. The artists don't understand how the executives couldn't possibly see their vision as humans that probably watch movies and enjoy content themselves in their free time. And it's just this big, hairy mess, you know? And I feel like we're starting to see the scale tip the other way. If I were to be positive about it for a second, people are starting to reject things that they used to hold dear, like Star Wars. We mentioned Star Wars earlier. Like, personally, I don't feel great about the Star Wars franchise anymore. It used to be that Star Wars, if someone said the word Star Wars, we're getting a new Star Wars thing? Are you kidding? It's been so long. Like, and people were just excited to get anything Star Wars. Like, I can't believe it. We're finally getting a new Star Wars. And now, when I see that they're making a new Star Wars thing, I'm like, okay. Cool. Good for you. It used to be my favorite thing. And I'm just not interested anymore. They've burned me so much because I feel like the people in charge know that the name alone is enough to sell it. They can go ahead and just churn out whatever. And I'm sure the people who work on these shows are miserable because they're trying really hard, and everyone just takes their stuff and rakes it through the coals. And they're like, well, if I had more time, I could have made it better. You know, I have to imagine that's how writers and creators are feeling. Yeah, they release so much so quickly, and then the quickness is the problem. It's not even, for me, it's not even the amount of content, it's how quickly you made it. Because if you're a massive corporation like Disney, you can take groups of creative, like, teams and have them make 3 Star Wars movies at the same time. But if each one is given the space to breathe, they'll all be really good. You could release them all the same day, and I think they can still all be really good if each team has adequate time to work on them and they're completely separate from each other. But they try and, like, one group to make, like, I don't know if that's true. I could probably find that out. But, like, it feels like they're making one thing at a time, but as fast as they possibly can. And they're saying, yeah, no, just get it done. Just don't worry about it. It's Star Wars. It'll sell. So I don't even think it's a quantity thing. I think it's a speed thing. I truly believe if they were making 3 Star Wars movies at the same time, but slowly, they could all be good movies that stand on their own. But the speed is the problem. I hope I'm explaining what, in my brain, this makes sense. Saying it out loud, I don't know if it's coming across the way I want it to. You can thank Bob Chapek for that nonsense. Someone Same with Marvel. Yep. Since he's been gone, Iger said Star Wars and Marvel hold quality over quantity. But he's been in charge now for a while, and we're still getting stuff that personally I'm like, what happened? What happened? Tell them to do the same to Doctor Who. They've already done it, in my opinion. I think they had something really good in the last couple of seasons, and so many episodes fell short. We've been hearing the entire time that the ratings are bad, and now what I'm hearing is Disney wants out of the contract. And that's upsetting to me. That and it feels obvious too. Disney is that kind of company, right? They're here to make a buck, and they're not willing to put up with the number not consistently going up. But Doctor Who kind of needed to build a new fan base. Has it been given the time to do that? And I would argue it hasn't. And Disney already wants out of the contract. It's been 2 years, and they're like, nah, pull us out. We don't want it. Great. Cool. Love this. Love this for one of my favorite things. Those are in development. Now we're getting the end of that. I hope you're right. I think I've heard that too, so I'll be cautiously optimistic. But anyway, that speaks to, I said it was going to be positive. That speaks to the scales finally tipping, and executives finally taking the hint that hey, we will withhold our monies from you. We're not interested. Oh my gosh, we get to sell a clam. Yes. Sweet. We got the big clam again. We have 2 more slots before I go back to the museum. Clamtastic. Yes, I'll let you have that one. I understand also all this realization as you grow older and see the state of things from a different perspective. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's just, don't get older. I think that's the other thing, too. People get angry when other people get angry. Why are you getting so mad at this? It's not even for you. It's I know, but I grew up with it, and I kind of was hoping it would remain for me. And thank you, Rose. I appreciate that. I don't deserve it, but I appreciate it. I also stand by. It's very hard to boycott a lot of stuff when you're so ingrained into life, like Netflix and Disney. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. When it comes to boycotting stuff, I pick and choose my battles, and it's all I can do because that's what happens when only a few companies run everything. If I boycotted everything that I was mad at, I wouldn't be on the internet right now. I wouldn't have a cell phone. I wouldn't have, you know what I mean? I certainly wouldn't be making YouTube videos. It's just a mess we're all in together. And I think the last thing I would do is try and rip on other people for not boycotting something that I think they should be boycotting, you know? Okay. Donation. Should have some good stuff here. Nope, just the clam. I thought we had more, but I guess not. I was hardly paying attention other than we got a clam. You'd be a caveman, yeah. I'd probably still find something to boycott. Boycott everything, yeah. Okay. Well, cool. Thank you for indulging me in my ramblings and rantings about the state of modern media. It got us through a big diving trip, and we'll probably need to do more because I still have a lot of loan to pay off. That's what my mom and I are doing, trying where we can not to buy American-owned products. Yeah. You do what you can, you know? Voting with our dollar is a thing, but I do think we're at a point now where it's more about public pressure, and that public pressure should be assigned to the right people, and it's not the customers, in my opinion. In certain cases, it's not the customers. I'm sure someone could come in and say, what about people who do this? Okay, fine. I'm not here to argue that. I'm just saying, in certain cases, pretty much most of them, in my view, we should be applying pressure to the people in charge. That's who's calling the shots. That's who makes the difference. And I don't like seeing people bullied on the internet for something they may not have even been aware of. Oh, here's a thing that you should be mad about. Whoa, I'm not chronically online. I don't know what's going on, you know? Like, take that energy and apply it to the people in charge that put us in this situation in the first place. Like, respect people who are really diligent about companies they purchase from, but it's both exhausting and overwhelming to research. Also way more expensive. Yeah, yeah. I already have to research everything. Like, if I buy a container to hold my water, does that container have lead in it? You know, like all that's like life is already like so much research just to buy everyday items. Ugh. I'm going to buy our wallpapers and floors here. I almost had enough paid on the loan, but now I'm going ahead and doing the shopping I said I would do. Robert, it's going well. The island is going really well. We're working on our next loan. Resident Services is going to be tented tomorrow, so we're trying to get a bunch done before that happens. Oh, wait. No, I want to buy that. The streams helped me survive the longest workday ever. Oh gosh, I hope things get better. But like a cemetery on my island, nice. I think. I'm not sure if it's because you're preparing for the worst or you have like a pile of bodies stacking up and you kind of need to put them somewhere. But I wish you luck on your cemetery build. Okay, still getting points. That's good. I gotta find some fruit to sell. I probably have some in my storage. I could just sell the cherries around the island, I guess. And I was waiting for like my shovel to break or something. I figure we'll need a new tool soon. And then yeah, 5 fish. Maybe we'll break a fishing rod and then we'll have to craft another one. I just want a cemetery on my island because I like cemeteries. I know I'm weird. No. You're good. That cemetery build is truly an idea to die for. That's... yeah. Scalpers, I heard there were scalpers who were grabbing all the Pokemon cards, and there's a child wanting to get one. I've heard that a few times. I've heard that, like, you know, someone was, like, standing, watching a scalper clear the shelves of Pokemon cards while a kid just stood by and watched. I feel like I've heard that anecdote a lot. I'm sure it happens all the time. Just don't get bored to death there. Okay. Oh. Catching a sea bass was 200 points. Very good. If we're lucky, we might catch some really valuable fish to put us over the threshold to pay down this loan. Nice. Aaron, we'll see you later. Have a good one. Wow. This beach has not been kind to us today. There was no phone parts over here before, and now there's no fish. Where are all the fish? Here's one. Yeah, thanks, Gulliver. Fish are in school. Oh my gosh. Do you plan on playing Sword and Shield? Is it because I made the poll about it earlier? I don't know. I said last night, I think, when we were streaming, that I wasn't going to probably play it yet or buy it. And then I looked at a video and I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I would like it. For those of you who don't know, I completed my living dex in Scarlet and Violet, which is something I've never done before. And I'm almost done with the Legends Arceus Pokedex as well, and / living dex. And I'm like, I'm still feeling kind of addicted to Pokemon right now. So I was thinking, I've never played Sword and Shield. I skipped it. I'm thinking about it. Sue, you could just, Sue-Ann, you could put both on at the same time. You know, maximize your time. Trust me. I think this might be a new fish. I want it. Here we go. And it is new. BTG, how's it going? Here we go. We found the last fossil of the day. No lie, but I have watched the same streamer on VOD and live at the same time before. I mean, YouTube's so many ads now. You can just, when an ad plays on one, you could just watch the stream for a bit. Oh! We finally got those points. I'll take them. Lost treasure. Boom. Done. 500 points. Would you like some bells? I would not, but thank you for offering. We're on that solo-ish grind. Van Gogh, we'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out. It was the item I was looking for the whole time. Oh, new fish. New fish just dropped. Fantastic. That's 5. We get some points for 5. We got some new fish. And we got a fossil. So we can go to the museum with our head held high. Okay. You're the go-to person. No streamer loot. Excuse me. Just choking on water. Leaf left megalocide. Wow. That leaf earlier really, I think the word leaf is burned into my brain. No, I don't want to hear about the left side of a dinosaur. Oh, I think it's because we finished that particular dinosaur is what he's saying. 2 new fish. I think June is like a fantastic month to start the museum, by the way. Oh my gosh. We have all month to like get so much. Like the fish and bugs, especially the stump bugs, they're like all out. I want to try and get some more today. I got to check on our stump. So I have a few things I want to sell. We didn't yield any like really good fish. Oh, we got to sell some fruit though as part of our goals. So let's do that. What? Reaction? Finally done cleaning up. It was totes hard work. I thought you might like this. So I'm not getting a reaction. Retro gas pump. I love the retro gas pump, actually. Summer's a good season to start Animal Crossing in general, at least after Bunny Day. Mm-hmm. It's funny that they give you wrapped presents and then they tell you what they are before you open them. I'd be kind of annoyed. If someone went out of their way to wrap a present for me, but then told me exactly what was inside, I'd be like, oh, okay, thanks. Could have just let me discover it on my own, but sure.
Cat. Fact number 165. If a cat sees you pet another animal, you have betrayed them.
Yeah, that is actually true. Okay, we're not making a ton of money here. But we got the points for selling fruit. We got to talk to 3 villagers for 200 points. We can do that pretty easily. Ketchup is terrible. Why couldn't I surprise myself? Or why couldn't Ketchup let me be surprised by the pump? Emerald, how's it going over on Twitch now? Okay, so we gotta talk to 2 more villagers. We already talked to Ketchup. We'll talk to Bo. Stop it. Quit watering those flowers. I like watering flowers. It's nice to take care of something and see it grow. Like the bug nest I found under my floor. I keep putting snacks down there, and it keeps growing. That's disgusting. Here we go. Where are you headed? Let's talk. I love how chill it is here. Like, you can even sleep until noon and nobody even notices. That must be a nice feeling. Grow fruit trees. Okay, we're not really interested in the ones that aren't ×2. I was kind of hoping to get a stretching one, though. So let's try and craft a couple things. Do I have any supplies? No. I'll finally move this closer to my house. I think we craft a few flimsy axes and put them by the trees. And that would be stone and sticks. And then everything else we could just kind of start dropping. This is all stuff that goes in storage tomorrow. As long as we pay down our loan. Our poor beach. It never stood a chance. Not place. That's fine. Okay. Should we start with like 3 or something? Four? Oh, never mind. That was it. Okay. Okay, that was our last ×2 Nook Miles goal for today. Do we get stretching? No. Crap. I mean, catching 5 bugs would not be difficult, so we can just... I'll make this the last one before I just go stretching anyway. Oops. Maybe we get something valuable. Won't take long. Let's see. Oh, we can drop our tools over here. What I'd like to do, actually, so I know which one is almost broken, is we take the one I'm using and place it, and then we drop the rest in little toolboxes. What is this? 5,000 bells? It's perfect timing. I need bells very badly. We're so close to paying down this loan. Okay, no stump bug. Where'd all the bugs go? There's a whole colony of butterflies earlier. Cacophony. Oh boy, that is worth something, but I don't know if we'll be able to catch up to it. Wait! Yes! That's our second one, so that means we can sell it. That was incredible luck. Nice catch. Thank you. Love watching stream. Currently villager hunting for stew, as my husband called stew and surprised me with the Switch 2 last week. Your husband's called stew. Congrats on the Switch 2 acquisition. That's an awesome surprise. And I hope you find stew. Oh, no, I don't want anyone to share bells with me, but thank you. I'm much more entertained by Animal Crossing when I can, like, do the stuff myself. Or the occasional trade with people is fine, but at this point in the game, a lot of people have played it for a long time. They got a lot of bells to spare. I'm not complaining that I don't have them yet. I'm just motivated to get them myself. That's like the fun for me. Did I just accept those points for the bugs? I did. And we didn't get stretching. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Let's do stretching. What are you talking about? We're just talking about which we like more, spring or fall. Spring has green and flowers and warm breezes, but fall has pretty leaves and tasty food. What about you? Which season is your fave? Those two, definitely fall. Fall fashion has like so much potential for trendy combos, like scarves. Bow's not even part of the conversation anymore. Sometimes I fall asleep eating Halloween candy and wake up with wrappers stuck to me. Is that fall fashion? You so totally only think about food, don't you? Oh, thanks for noticing. Oh my gosh, now I'm all hungry. Okay, stretches. Oh wow, we got a big group today. See, you said that if I didn't stretch, people wouldn't show up, but I haven't stretched the last few times, and people are starting to take notice, and they see me as a leader. That's what it is. They stretch so I don't have to. Island life. Look how out of sync Bo is. It's funny. And Wilbur. The overseer, yeah. I'm here to make sure everybody's doing a good job. And clearly Bo needs to be kicked off the island. You restarted your island yesterday, but have a Switch Lite and I wish I had a new Switch too. I hope you managed to get one. And you will be able to keep your, transfer back your island to your Switch Lite at that point, and you'll have a whole new Switch to start a new island with. Hopefully one day. Or you can just move it to the Switch 2 and enjoy the larger screen and faster load times on a new island. I have an OLED, but I want a Switch 2 so badly. I hope you managed to get one. Don't worry. It's going to be like another 12 years before they make another Switch, so you got time. Okay. Stretching is done. Them. You. Let's go sell our bugs. Make a couple extra bucks. Bucks for bugs. And then I think we dive again for the last bit of money we need. 1 giga clam will cover us, I think. Decided to save for one as well. Nice. Yeah, I keep seeing stock drop at different... Drop as in like they have it at different places. So I do think that they are relatively easy to get compared to other consoles that have released in the past. Ooh, okay. Wait a minute. Ooh, we're so close. Received an invitation email from Nintendo last night and ordered my Switch today. Congrats! Congrats. I have, at some point, I will have an invitation from them as well, and I have not, I have no reason to accept it now. I'm kind of wondering if I should get one anyway, but that would be wild. Why would I don't need 2 of these. I thought, naively, that when they said we're going to let you qualify for this email, I thought that the Nintendo one was my backup plan for getting a Switch on day one. That's how I was feeling. I'm like, I'm going to sign up for this. I'm going to still try to get one at a retailer, but I'm going to see if this is a good backup option in case the retailer's just so overrun with people. And I managed to get one at a retailer, no problem. And Nintendo never emailed me. I guess not no problem. It was not easy. It took a lot of persistence. There's a streamer. I need to remember their name. He typically covers launches of consoles and tries to help you get a pre-order. Jake something, I think. And we were watching him to try and like scoop up a pre-order from any of the retailers. And it worked. It was awesome. Because his stream will go, and he's getting information from a lot of people watching the stream. And he'll be like, okay, the Target website isn't working, but the mobile app actually works way better, so you can try there. And so it kind of helps you spread out, you know, so not everybody's hammering the same website at the same time. And you also, it's good to know, like, hey, like it's not popping up on this website. Is that happening for anyone else? I think on the night of pre-order, Best Buy came in way later. They opened up their inventory for Switch 2 pre-orders, like I think half hour to 45 minutes after everybody else. And I think if I wasn't watching that stream, I would have felt like I was the only one trying with them and getting nowhere. But it was nice to see that 10,000 other people who are watching the stream were having the same issue. Oh, okay. So I can just wait. I can be patient. Everything's fine. So in the future, if I try to order something like that, I'm definitely going to keep that stream on. Or a similar one, if someone's doing one. Target didn't put them online, so you had to go in the store to find out. If they had them in stock, my Target did at least. Target was a mess. Target was a mess through and through. There's a lot of people, I've been reading stories online about people canceling their Target order because they got one from Target, but it was going to ship on the 11th. That's today. Like they were finally going to not ship. It was going to arrive on the 11th. So we've had this Switch for a week, literally a week today. They were going to get it late. And so people were going to like Costco or other stores and finding them and then canceling their Target orders, which I fully support because that is ridiculous. Like it's read the room, Target. I wasn't stretching. No, I refuse. If they want to incentivize stretching, they should not give me rewards for showing up. Oh, this is moving. Is this a clam? Oh my gosh. We're in pursuit. Hold on. Yeah, get him. Okay. This is going to take persistence, courage, and patience. Hiya! Go! We did it! Yes! It's a clam! I think that clears our loan. Go, go, go! Quick, to the bank! Animal Crossing players when they're locked in.
Hey, Aristine Coleman just became a channel member.
Hey, Aristine, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. Appreciate you. You can absolutely join us the next time we have a Pokemon Arceus stream for members, which could be as soon as today. I have no idea. It's just kind of a vibe right now. I really want to get that done, but I also do need to give myself some breaks, so I don't know yet. But thank you. We'll be doing that soon. And for those of you who missed it earlier, I did mention this already, but I am now able, finally, to do Twitch sub-only streams. So if you're a subscriber on Twitch, if that's like your preferred platform, you can absolutely join us for a member stream when we do them on YouTube, because I'm going to be dual streaming those from now on. And Twitch does something cool. We found out last night. Kato raids us, and a whole bunch of people come in. I'm like, how are they able to come in here? It's a sub-only stream. And they're like, why does it say preview? So Twitch let them view the stream. And they actually joined at the perfect time because we were doing a space-time distortion, and it had just started. And so I was trying to get these very specific Pokemon, and it was really intense. And as soon as I got what I wanted and the distortion faded, they started to say, oh, I guess the preview's over. So they got to see like one of the most exciting parts, and then it kicked them out. But yeah, anyway, it was fun. This is not where you... No, this is where you pay off your loan. Okay, I sold the stuff already. That timing could not have been better. I mean, we did some other stuff during the stream that they definitely missed. Like we caught all the, Tornadus and all the different variations of it. We caught all those. That was a lot of fun. It was difficult. Should probably get to decorating my island of 8 villagers already, but just 1 star. Ooh, yeah, you gotta get the 3 stars. ABD. We will pay off our loan and remember to ask Tom Nook for an actual house upgrade. There it is. Congratulations, you're the proud owner of a luxuriously sized, paid-in-full home. I can't imagine the feeling of satisfaction you must have. Truly, what could be better? Well, I suppose you could have another room. That might technically be considered better. Oh, don't mind me. I simply can't help myself. But do come see me if I've piqued your interest. What a scumbag. Let's talk about my home. Well, for your home, I think adding a new room would be nice. If we add it on the back, I won't have to change the look of the home, but you'll get so much more space. It'll also keep the construction costs down, relatively speaking. This will require taking out a loan of 348,000 bells. What do you think? Do you want to proceed? Oh, he kept the construction costs down for us, everybody. The first house, the first loan, cost us 98,000, I think. Something like that. Or 40? I don't remember. But what he's giving us, he's adding the back room. He mentioned the construction costs would be down. And he's charging us almost 350K for basically the same amount of work of the first construction. But he kept the cost down. He kept the cost down for us, everybody. Don't worry. He kept the cost down. That was very nice of him. That was so generous of Tom Nook, who's so... Why is everyone so mean to Tom Nook? He's so nice now. He's so nice. He gives you a loan, and he doesn't make you pay it off in any time frame. No, he just withholds your ability to store things in your house. Unless you get the upgrade, unless you pay him off. And he keeps the construction cost down. He's so nice. He's so good. Oh, we love him. He's just so cute. We just love him so much. No, he's a scam artist. He's scamming you, okay? He's just doing it with a smile on his face now instead of being a jerk like in the original Animal Crossing. You're just falling for it. You're just falling for the sales pitch. He's awful. Hey, sorry. I blacked out there for a second. The costs are less and less down the more money you buy. The basement is full price. I like the storage. Yeah, I don't really care about the back room, honestly. I don't have any ideas for this place yet. But we have a lot of stuff to store. I'm sure he won't give us enough space for it, but we'll try. Imagine if there's a challenge where you didn't give Tom Nook any money and still got a 5-star island. Yeah, just imagine if someone were to pull that off. No, I just couldn't do it anymore. I think I bit off more than I can chew in the sense that I really just had the desire to just play Animal Crossing again. And giving myself those restrictions was making it like, I don't know. When I did the DIY island, I was really ready for like a challenge. And I think if I had done the No Nook island before the DIY island, it would have been different. But because I felt the DIY one still felt like, even though it's been a while now, like a big thing. It was honestly still too soon, it turned out. Gets lots of money. Yeah, let's give a lot of money to a raccoon that does barely anything. Right. A crime boss, really. Oh, you're good, Robert. Did I miss what you said? Oh, I see. Yeah, I did. It did take me a minute, but that's my fault. He donates to charity. You want him to stop donating to charity? What charity? Who's he donating to? Who's Tom Nook donating to? What charity? Charity. Cardboard box, lawnmower, and mini cactus. I'm trying to see what other things we have. Retro gas pump, bingo wheel, inflatable sofa, and sewing machine. Inflatable sofa could go on the beach. I'm trying to do a little decorating project to try and get stuff in my storage. Tom Nook would make a... Is that Minnesota person? Want to eat the last donut? What are you talking? What? What does that mean? Imagine IRL with a loan with no interest and all that time to pay off. Such evilness. It's a scam. Look at this. Look at this. 117 out of 120? 120 slots is all I get. And most of it taken up by things that I need to survive. But if I want more storage, I could just pay him a little bit more. He'll keep the cost down. Don't worry. And I'm paying... all my loans put together so far don't amount to the amount of money he's asking me for right now for one room the size of my first house. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't math. The math is not mathing at all. But he's so kind and generous. No, no, you have him all wrong. Absolutely not. Don't fall for it. He traps you in a tiny little box where you can't do anything. And he's like, but don't you take your time paying that off. Paying off my little box. Oh, so generous of you. Everyone else has all kinds of storage. They got stuff coming out their ears. I go over there. They're like, I found this crap in my giant empty attic full of spider webs and other crap I keep because I just have so much room up there. And I tripped on this shirt. Do you want it? Everyone else seems to have all the storage they could ever want. But me? No. No. Oh, you got too many weeds. I couldn't possibly compact those down and make more room because there's no room. They physically can't. There's not a cubic centimeter left. It's just completely full. How convenient for Tom Nook. Thomas Marie Nook. The scammer. Don't fall for it. He had to change his whole persona. Have you played the first Animal Crossing? His whole persona had to change because he knew people were onto him. People spent years on the internet saying, this guy's a jerk. Have you played that Animal Crossing game? This raccoon, this evil monster, just belittles you, and he makes you work a part-time job, but he docks your pay. It does all sorts of illegal things, and he's like, oh my gosh, they're on to me. So by the time New Horizons comes out, he's cleaned up his act. He's put on a little sweater. He's all adorable now, and he's softened all his language. But you saw the sales pitch just now. You were there. Don't pretend like you're not seeing the same things that I'm seeing. I'm reading them to you. And we all hear it. We all hear the swarmy, disgusting sales tactics that he's just imposing on us constantly. Every time we walk into that little tiny stupid tent that, oh, now he gets to upgrade. After a few days, it's been 1 week on a deserted island and he's already able to build a giant brick monstrosity. Are you kidding me? Because of our hard work and all the loans we just keep paying him, but we have all the time in the world. No, don't even buy into that's nonsense. Interest-free, pay off whenever you want. It's all a setup. It's all a setup by Big Nook. Big stupid Nook. Oh, I'm still wearing my diving suit. I didn't mean to keep this on the whole time. I look ridiculous. Dang it. Take this off. Okay, put this here. All right, let's make a little thing. Oh, wait. Oh, we have like half the crap we ordered from... Okay, we got a portable record player. Luna's bed. Okay, these things are going outside. Marketplace decorations would be good. Plastic canister... Another portable record player? I guess I ordered 2 of those by accident. Maybe I did it on purpose and... Yeah, no, I think that was by accident. So what you're saying is Tom Nook's your favorite character. Tom Nook's my competition. He waits till after you reach the island, demands flying fees. You have no choice. Yeah, we're prisoners here. You know why Tom Nook doesn't have... That's a great point. Tom Nook doesn't have to ask us to pay down the loan at any point because we are prisoners on this island. We can't leave. We can get on an airplane, but the pilots are not going to take us anywhere but another deserted island or Harv's Island. And that's it. And we have no other choice, literally no other choice. We can't go back to whatever we left once we realize we've been duped. Because they're like, I lost the flight path records. I don't know where anything. I'm so sorry. And we're so far out, our GPS doesn't, there's no satellites in the sky. It's not picking up anything. We could take you to this deserted island. We know a lot of little tiny deserted islands we could take you to. There's a guy named Harv. You can go visit Harv. But I can't. I'm sorry. I don't know how we even got here. Anyway, how's your loan payment going? Are you still paying down that house? Congrats, by the way. Like, please. We're prisoners. It's all a setup.
Hey, shut up. Rayhan Ahmed just tipped £4.99 and said, "Were you having a rampage a minute ago?" Val can hear, "Hello." Cough, cranky villager, cough, cough.
Get out of here with that cranky villager stuff. No, everything's fine. Don't rewind the stream. All right, we're going to move some trees around and make this place another little build here. Just a temporary one. We just need to get some items out of our storage. Completely trust Red. Red's just out here trying to survive, you know? Kato raid! Oh my gosh. You're all here at the perfect time. Don't rewind the stream. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Kato. How is everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Perfect island raid. Okay, now let's see if I was right. Did Kato find the perfect island? Can she finally play Animal Crossing on her Switch too? Or is she still tragically trying to figure out how to get the perfect island? No, says Mothic. No, says Jessica. It was such a tragedy. She did not. I just hate it when I'm right. We should have ran a Twitch bet. I should have done that. That's a rude question. A rude question? I'm just asking if the island was discovered. That's all. That was the whole premise of the stream. Why is that rude? I just genuinely want to know if the island was discovered or not, if we finally got there. I was rooting for Kato to find. It looks like Kato can stream tomorrow, though, and try again. Right, everybody? For those of you who don't know, if you were spared the YouTube recommendations today for Kato's stream, she was looking for the perfect island. It sounds like she streamed for a very long time and didn't find one. So, you know, it's really tragic, and we hate to see it. I like how you raid me, and I just go out of my way to try and just say the meanest stuff. And normally people are like, "Oh my gosh, thank you for the raid. It was so nice. I can't believe I don't deserve it. I really don't. Thank you. That was so kind." Everybody go subscribe to Kato. Be sure to leave a like on her next stream and become a member of her channel. But instead, it's like, "Oh, look who's here. Look who it is. If it isn't Kato, who's looking for the perfect Animal Crossing, oh, how did it go? You find it? You find the..." Could you imagine? What a monster I am. Like, what a terrible friend. She'll never raid me again. I don't blame her. She probably shouldn't. I pooped on you and it wasn't even you. What does that mean? Excuse me? What the heck does that mean? You know what? Don't explain it. How close should these be? I want people waiting to fill up their cars to really smell the gasoline. I think this is close enough. I'll still be able to walk between them. I don't know what this is, by the way. I'm just trying to get crap out of my storage. I also got these marketplace decorations that I'm just going to put in front of resident services for no reason. Should I put them behind? Let's put them behind. You were falsely accused? Oh, what didn't I do? I'm sure it wasn't that false. Place campfires near the gas pump. That's not a bad idea. No, I don't want to talk to you. I'm trying to get a balloon. No, shut up. No, go away. Where's the balloon? Okay, hang on. There we go. Firefighter's hat. This is perfect. We're actually building a fire hazard right now. These villagers don't look injured. We're working on it. We're working on it. We're just trying to get people in here. Why don't you sell the stuff you don't want? Well, because I want 3 stars. This is how you get it. You just put junk down for a bit. Someone said another streamer was discussing Kato's search, and we assumed it was you. Oh. No. Kato's scam streams are only interesting to me for as long as I'm in the chat. Once I'm, like, out of the chat and I find something else to do, I kind of forget that they happened, which is a shame because I could have warned people, but I didn't. So, I don't know. Maybe next time I'll try to remember to talk smack about them. But no promises. It's like, Kato, why did you raid this person? Anyone who's new is like, this guy's a terrible friend. I hope it's clear that I'm just joking. Why did I raid this person? I have caught one of these, so yeah, we get to sell that one. That's great. The market decorations don't look too bad behind this place. I like that. This thing doesn't look like anything. I did save some trees, figuring I might use them to try to make it look a little better, but I don't know. We could put one here, I guess. Oh, perfect. Yeah, this is exactly how I'd want to wait for a bus. I can't put it in front, like the gas pump needs room in front of it, so I can't pull the chair forward, because then how would people get their tiny vehicles in here to get gas? Then leave. You got cherries, the no-no fruit? How's that? No, pears the no-no fruit. I hate pears. When I first got here years ago, I didn't think Dan was joking and thought he was an awful person. It's fair. I make a really good first impression. You had the Kato experience, but with Dan. I mean, what? Oh, is that another one? Oh, we're getting rich. This is great. So you got here right after I paid down my loan. We had a thrilling conversation about CanyonDuck. Don't rewind, though. And yeah, so tomorrow the resident services tent is going to be tented, and they'll start construction on the resident services building. And the house that I'm living in will be upgraded, and I will be able to take all the crap on my beach and put it inside once again for a minute until I fill that storage as well. Meanwhile, we sold our turnips today. That's how we were able to pay some stuff down. And now I need to quickly do the Reese and Cyrus stuff so I can get more heart crystals. I'm kind of saving those up at the moment. It won't take long. What does it mean when your OLED buttons make your character move on its own? Stick drift? You can calibrate your Switch Joy-Cons to see if it's showing stick drift, by the way. That's the second time he said not to rewind. This means we must rewind. No, you don't need to. It was right before the raid that you don't need to see. You have to recalibrate every so often. Okay. Now, Reese and Cyrus. Anniversary photos. These are gonna be good ones. You guys are here at a good time. We're gonna kill this challenge. It's gonna be great. Look at, they're so excited. Clean slate. They want a ceremony photo. And Sai has new furniture for us. Perfect. They want lots of pink and white. Well, okay, let's see what's available. Well, this is exciting, isn't it? Oh, they have candles now. Oh, that's so nice. I love candles. Yay! Is it getting hot in here, or is that just a wedding going on next door? Oh, I gotta take a picture. Here. Here you go. I've captured all the joy. Yep. Wedding flower stand. This wedding is lit. It is. All right. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for sure. Okay, now I need to get the heck out of here. All right. Enjoy your day. Bye. Perfect. That was easy. What theme are we going for? The best way to describe it is guy falling down. Let me show you. Let me get over to the island. Farms doesn't burn to the ground. Can't wait for the wedding photo full of organs. This sounds like a massacre. It doesn't really... Is it Game of Thrones or something? That sounds illegal. Okay, so guy falling down. If you look carefully, you can kind of see what we're talking about. The rivers seem to happen to be shaped like a person falling over. And so we're leaning into that. That's the plan. It's going to take a little bit because I need to get terraforming so I can make it look a little more convincing. We're leaning into it. Right. But that is what we're working with right now. I'm worried that my terraforming is going to mess it up because I'm probably going to make it look very uniform. But I think it'll be fun. We're tripping into it. Maybe sell some butterflies. Don't touch the river. Same guy who couldn't terraform a duck pond. A stick figure is just a bunch of straight lines. I think I can handle that. But yes, you are right to be a little bit concerned about my abilities, I suppose. Okay. Let's jump back over, and we got to put down a few more items. I think over here. Yeah, there's not a lot of stuff going on here. Here we go. So, let's see. Hay bed. Trying to decide how many I want. Let's just do that one. Let's throw a birdhouse kind of over here. There we go. Wedding flower stand. Which one is this? That's a good one. That'll probably go in storage for now. Hay bed and inflatable sofa. Yeah, where's going to put this other hay bed? Maybe right here, but next to this one. Push it back a little bit. Yeah, okay. It's all temporary. We're just trying to get 3 stars, and then I'm going to tear it all down and move everybody into their more permanent homes. I usually end up putting the flat-able bed on the beach. Oh, the inflatable bed. Yeah. I'm going to put that right over here. Inflatable sofa. I don't know how that's a sofa, but whatever. Yeah, I have that stump bug. I'm trying to, like, pay attention. I have that one. Kind of move it over here. Yeah. Perfect. This is my temporary campsite. Just grabbed a bunch of crap that I had and threw it on the ground and tried to put it in some kind of logical order. I'm trying to figure out what bug that was, and I was stumped. Great. Cool. Glad we have Matt here. Still need the Godzilla. Yeah, that would be cool. And I like the market banners we got. Those are also cool. How much longer do you think you have? I think we have to wait until the new Animal Crossing game. I don't know. I think maximum is 2 years. I don't think it'll be that long. We're probably a year out. That said, I mentioned this, I think, yesterday. They're all blurring together. If Animal Crossing were to be announced in the next Nintendo Direct, like leading into the holidays, someone mentioned that next year is the 25th anniversary, and that would be a good time to release another one, right? So they could announce it in the next Direct and say it's coming out in March, or whenever the 25th is. I think it's in March. And that would align with when New Horizons was released in terms of the month it was released and how it was announced. New Horizons was announced, and it was less than a year before we got to play it. So that could all repeat itself, and it's been over 5 years now, which is in line with how long these games typically take. It was 7 years between New Leaf and this game, but in the past, it was even shorter amounts of time between Animal Crossing games. So now that this game is so popular, there's no point in not. So I'm not trying to hype you up too much for a Nintendo Direct Animal Crossing announcement next time, but I will say this. From here on out, every single Direct we get, I am expecting an Animal Crossing announcement more and more and more and more and more and more and more. Will there also be another pandemic? Hey, with the way things are going, we'll see. That's, yeah, super awesome for us, right? We could have just a whole repeat. The new Animal Crossing and new deadly disease keeping us inside. Just lovely. But yeah, that's my prediction. I think we could possibly get an announcement sooner rather than later. But I'm not, again, it's always good to go into a Direct holding out some hope, but not, fully like investing in that too much, right? A really interesting Animal Crossing could be a reason to go back to this. Could be a reason to buy a Switch 2. They could also do a spin-off like they just did with Splatoon, which I don't want because the spin-offs are never as good as just a mainline game, of course. But that could also happen. Or my other prediction was to, using the new GameCube app on the Switch 2, just release the original Animal Crossing on that. And it's the 25th anniversary. Now you can play the original one. Like that, you can totally see them doing that, other than the fact that I've just kept saying, I don't know if they want those villagers of that timeline being like a representative of the game now. The game is way more wholesome in terms of interactions than it used to be. But I would love it. Oh, I would love it. I want for you to experience villagers being incredibly mean to you. It's so fun. But yeah, those are my predictions. We're going to raid Val. I don't know how much longer she'll be going, but she's also 7 days into a new Animal Crossing island. And if you get over there, be sure to leave a like on the stream. And I guess that's all I'm asking of you. You could subscribe if you want. You will be automatically redirected, and I'll throw some links in Twitch chat as well to this joke. It won't let me. Oh, my keyboard's off. That's why. So it would probably help if I copied and pasted the link. There you go. All right. I don't need villagers to be mean. I have you for that. Yeah, fair enough. You could just watch these streams. It's probably all you really need. Thanks, everybody. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I might be back later for a member stream. I might not be. Otherwise, we'll be live again tomorrow with resident services under construction, and we'll get some more work done. But, all right. Sorry. Thank you to everybody. Enjoy your day. And, yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, goodbye.